All right. Hey, everybody. This is Ryan, getting ready to host another session of Darkness Over Dragon's Pine with the group, episode 18, 19. I can't remember. Getting up there. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. I'm doing something a little different and trying to give a little bit of an intro before everybody joins. So stay tuned for Darkness Over Dragon's Pine. I'm going to put, if I can figure out, I'm going to put a card up here so that you guys can get to the whole playlist. And at the end, I'll put the subscription button so you can subscribe to the channel. I'm running this campaign as well as still posting videos for how to play Dungeons and Dragons, how to be a dungeon master, all of those things that help bring the game to life. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. We're picking back up again in the dungeon of the ruins of Harpshield Castle, and it should be an interesting evening. So hope you all enjoy it.
How we became rich and famous.
I know.
That's how the SEC investigates me.
I know, exactly. I have to figure out how to edit. I'll have to upload and then edit and figure out what I can do. I need to learn how to do that anyway.
Daniel, in D&D terms, you were carousing.
Yeah.
You're using your downtime, go through town and go carousing.
Exactly.
And we never saw Daniel again.
That reminds me. I gotta do. Did y'all get hit experience points last week?
No, we did not.
No.
Level 10, right?
It's getting close. Did I give y'all? We did the hit points. Okay, you didn't get hit point. Oh, sorry. Keep doing that. Experience points. You didn't get. You got experience points.
You got 2,000 experience.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. It was getting really close. No.
So what's our total then?
I know. Let's see. Last week was a gargoyle, a couple of orogs, and I think that was it in terms of combat, right?
Yeah.
I have to look and see. So not a ton more. Well, you're not up. That's not enough to move you. What are you at? 4,500 right now.
Yeah.
Then you got to get to 6,000.
6,500.
6,500. Okay, so not. Let's just say not enough. But I will add the 2 orogs and the gargoyle from last week to whatever happens this week, assuming there's some combat in here. I don't know. I feel like with the online thing, combat I'm sort of gravitating towards a little bit of it just to kind of keep things, sort of hopping along, but it's just different than our normal role-playing type of scenario since we're not like all in the same room, but that's okay. So let's see. So you guys I'll share the map. So I can show you where you were as a reminder. Share screen. All right, and let me know when you can see it.
You can see it.
Awesome. Yeah. Trying to put it in. So I did hide the rooms a little bit this time. Just for too much meta. Try to eliminate a little bit of it. It's not that big a deal, but. So for Connor, for your kind of background, you guys had gone down into this chamber here underneath the castle. So you're basically in the dungeon now. And this large chamber here sits just underneath where all those orcs were the week before last. And down in this chamber, there were 2 large orogs, and there was combat there. And then there was a little, over in this corner, there's like a little pedestal with a dial on it. And then there's also a tapestry on the wall here that had an image, and you, being kind of the history/religion buff with your intelligence, sort of recognized it as being some sort of religious symbol, but you couldn't quite put your finger on which religious symbol it was. But it definitely had an aura of religiosity about it. And then Elisar managed to turn the dial, and whether it activated the gargoyle remains to be seen, but as soon as he turned the dial on the little pedestal, the gargoyle came to life, or was animated, I should say. And then, but you guys dispatched all of those creatures fairly efficiently, if I'm not mistaken. We lost your video, Patrick.
I'm getting there.
And so I don't recall how injured anybody is, but no one took a short rest, I don't believe, or did you guys? Is it here that you took a short rest? Because LSR, you were hurt, I think.
I am hurt. Hold on.
I believe we did take a short rest.
Yeah, I think you might have. I think you might have taken a short rest. This is the fireplace. It was going. You started to do some adventuring. You kind of came by here. This room here had a strong odor coming out of it, so you bypassed it and went down and around. And this is a well that Gimner was really happy to discover. It's actually the well from above that just kind of, it's basically a well shaft that goes into the ground here, and it drops down into the actual water basin below. He dove in there and just splashed around like a happy little grung and got himself recharged. I don't know if it recharged you or not, but it certainly helped, I'm sure.
Yeah, not enough, but we had the previous night's sleep on top of that tower, so he's okay at the moment.
Okay.
He needs a full hour submerged once a day.
Okay, so he now knows where this is in the castle, which is helpful. And then you guys had made it to the end of this hallway, and this door opened, and this is where we left last time. And I don't quite remember the kind of the marching order as you opened this door, or who opened the door, but let's just say that the door is now opened. You've kind of gone into this room that looks like an old tavern area, perhaps from where people that lived in the castle might have retreated to have parties and things like that. Back in the old days, there was bar stools and a bar and tables, but sitting in chairs, kind of just staring blankly until you guys opened the door and entered, were three basically statuesque looking humanoids. And then as you enter the room, they all three sort of in unison turn and face you and stand and begin to walk, kind of shamble towards you, if you will. And right out of the gate, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Nice.
So that's a catch up and going into the battle.
16 for LSR.
Okay. For LSR,
20 for Taz.
20 for Taz.
18 for Gibner.
Gibner, Taz.
And for Harlan.
Oh, and I think Gibner, you got the higher dex than Harlan, I'm pretty sure, right?
They had 20 here.
You got higher.
Okay. And the creatures, I'm just going to have them all go at the same time. All right, I got them. Yeah, so you open up this door. They kind of turn, face, and then stand and begin moving towards you. Kind of, sort of shuffling, and you can clearly see it doesn't take long to kind of understand that these things don't look like they're living. And Harlan, you might especially pick up on that as they come towards you. So Taz, you're up first.
Oh no, I'm out of rages. How many is there?
There's 3 of them.
And they all look about the same?
So as you're sort of assessing the situation, they all look humanoid. I mean, as you're just sort of quickly assessing, one looks like formerly a human, one looks like perhaps a halfling of some sort, and then another one looks like a dwarf. So you kind of got this range of creatures, but they're all sort of dressed similarly.
I'll step forward and attack one of them.
Okay.
Okay, attack roll. This is 16 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And damage is 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So I'll annotate real quick so you guys can get a little bit of a sense about where these things are. I'm going to use the stamp tool here. And so they've kind of, there's one there. So they've kind of made up almost a line across here. 1, 2, 3. As you guys are kind of coming in the door, just moving towards you. Yeah, and so Taz, you hit one with your glaive, I assume, and it just chops into it.
Yep.
You know, it just sort of doesn't even really flinch. It just sort of kind of bends and absorbs the shock of the blow, and then continues to sort of shuffle towards you. Gimner, you're up next.
Just past the 3 creepers, there's something in the center of the room.
Yep. It's that's going to be like a broken table, some table and chairs formerly from the tavern.
All right, Gimner, and how is it 5-foot squares or 10?
10. These are 10-foot squares.
Gimner, and how high is the ceiling in this room?
It's about a 20-foot ceiling.
Oh, pretty high. Gimner is going to move into the room and head towards that, I guess, northwest corner.
Okay, up in here. Okay.
And if he can stay out of their reach to get to that spot, then he will launch a dagger from there.
Yeah, you can definitely get up into that rubble, use your movement to get it. It's basically a big pile of rubble in the corner. So you kind of can scurry onto the rubble and then try to launch a dagger from there.
Okay. And I'll go for the one that Taz just got.
Okay.
Got my dice roller here on D&D Beyond. Okay, 12.
12 hits.
All right. All right, and then it's 11 points from the psychic blade. It's a good roll, 6 + 5. And then does he have sneak attack? Does he have an ally within 5 feet?
He does. Yeah.
That cat is with his glaive reach.
Well, you know what? That's true. What's the reach on the glaive, Taz? Is it 10 feet? Taz is busy selling stocks.
Sell.
I gotta get in on this. I gotta get on this money.
I gotta go, guys. Sorry.
Next one. What's the next one? Yeah, it's a 10-foot reach.
So, were you within 5 feet, or did you come in and use kind of the 10 feet?
Well, do I have to be within 10 feet or just engaged with an enemy?
What? I'll ask Mark to sort of look at what's the sneak attack fine print.
Okay, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So that's like the paragraph under sneak attack.
Okay, so it sounds like you do have to be physically like close to the creature in order to get the sneak attack advantage.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So no sneak attack and 11 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's still, the psychic blade, it just, the zombie's head the creature's head just goes flying back, but it still sort of staggers on its feet, wavering, and sort of continues to sort of slowly shuffle in your direction now, Gimner. That one does. Harlan, you're up.
Okay. The one that everyone has been attacking, Harlan is going to cast firebolts at it.
Go for it.
Oh, that's going to be a 26 to hit.
I think that'll hit.
That's here. And then that'll be
1 point again.
Yeah.
correct. 1 point of damage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Actually
no.
called it. It was actually 1 point of damage.
Nice. Yeah. So it just you
No,
just
Connor, I'm sorry.
like you hit it
Jinxed me.
square, just like a perfectly square hit, like right in the forehead. But it's like a little, those little snap firecrackers that pop on the ground. It just
Oh, yeah.
makes a little
That
pop
guy,
sound. Yeah, pop, and it just sort of shuffle, and it continues to shuffle forward. Now kind of facing more towards you, Harlan, as it sort of caught it attention and it moves towards you. This is the human-looking one, and then Elisar, you're up.
Eldritch Blast, kind of the repulsor, figures out into the one that we've all been attacking.
Okay, everybody's taking a turn on this one.
He's got to go down. Although 15 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. Two
2 points of damage.
points of damage. It's
All right.
Hey, it's double what.
Yeah. So the Eldritch Blast, like the force hits it, and it sort of just, it's kind of, you see the shockwave go through its shoulders, and it falls sort of prone on the ground, face down. But let's see. No, yeah, it falls face down on the ground and just stays there.
Nice. See, that's how it's done, guys.
There are 2 left, and so I think probably Gimner, you're a little out of reach, but Taz, you're sort of face front, and then between Harlan and Elisar, I think you guys are both sort of ranged towards the door, so it's going to close. It's going to use its movement to get close to one of you two. So the one's definitely going to go after you, Taz. And do you still have the critical fumble table there, Harlan?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me what this does? Let's see. 66.
Okay. Eek, a random fluid gets in your eye. All enemies to you gain a +5 AC bonus until the start of your next turn.
Okay, well, it's having a tough time seeing anyway, since one of his eyeballs is sort of out and just sort of hanging. So that would make sense. That was the one that was going after you, Taz. And then between Harlan and Elisar, 1, 2, 3 for Harlan, 4, 5, 6 for Elisar, 4, 5, 6 for Elisar. It's going to go after you. And does a 12 hit.
A 12 misses.
Okay, so it just sort of swings out with an errant hand, and it just kind of flies aimlessly in your general direction. But Taz, you're up.
Actually, before that, I'll double check something. Did that creature have to move away from me to attack Harlan?
Let's see. The one that attacked them is kind of coming this way from the bottom down here, and I kind of assumed that you were on this against this top one, but it kind of did this diagonal, so kind of away from you, but kind of at a kind of a weird angle.
When it attacked Harlan, was it within 5 feet of me?
It would not have been within 5 feet of you.
Okay. All right. I'll close the distance on
Okay.
the one attacking Harlan.
Okay.
And
Or Elisar. Yeah, sorry, I said Harlan, I meant Elisar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll close that distance.
Okay.
And I will attack with my glaive. I'm gonna get within 5 feet.
There you go.
16 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And then my damage is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay, and this is the one with the eyeball kind of hanging out of its head. So
Gross.
it's the one that when it was getting ready to attack Harlan, some like residual fluid from the other creature flew into its eye, its good eye, and it's difficult to see. So it's moving even slower than before. Gimner, you're up.
All right. Take an aim at that loose eyeball. Oh, I got a 1.
Oh no! Oh, all right. feel free to roll.
Let me see. I'm going to try to roll in D&D Beyond here. Give me a second.
Okay.
Click on the. Okay, here's the D100. There goes the roll. I think. Red roll. Okay, here it comes. Okay, Harlan, an 18.
Okay. You have slipped in the heat of combat. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. A failure results in being prone until you stand back up.
Okay,
Not bad.
saving throw, not too bad.
And your dex is pretty off the charts. So.
yeah, 26.
Yeah. You like you slip and just like do a full front flip and then land perfectly back on your feet again, like it was nothing.
Thankfully, nothing exploded.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't critically hit myself.
Yeah, exactly. And Harlan, you're up.
Okay. The one standing in the middle of all of them, Harlan's gonna firebolt him.
Okay.
That'll be a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Then that'll be 9 points of fire damage.
Okay, so now there's like 2 that are hit. There's the one that Taz got with the glaive, and then you hit one with a solid firebolt for 9 points.
Cool.
It's sort of, as you hit it, it kind of also stumbles on its feet. This is the dwarf looking one, so you get kind of the halfling one with the eyeball hanging out. The dwarf one with just, they don't look like they've been in this state for very long, let's put it that way. So that's the viscera that came out of the other one is what you guys keep slipping on. It's kind of gross. And Elisar, you're up.
All right, Eldritch Blast again. Just
Okay.
that one that we've been dealing so much damage to. 13.
13 hits.
13 hits. 13 hits will do 8 points of force damage. Bam.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so just it knocks backwards again, just like the other one, the little halfling creature. Its eyeball kind of just flies out of its head, rolls across the floor. It doesn't collapse, it just continues as if nothing was out of place and just begins to shuffle again towards you. It's actually going to go after you. And again, let's see, 12.
Nope.
Misses. All right. There's the one that's still kind of in front of you, Taz, that you hit with your glaive is going to go after you. I'm assuming that Gimner, you're still kind of on the rubble up there?
Yes.
Okay. So Taz, that's a 20 to hit. Not a natural 20. It's just going to kind of bash you. It did hit. Does that hit you?
Yeah, it does
Okay.
hit.
Okay. It's going to try to just bash you with its fist, but it's a little bitty thing, and it does 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, so is that both of them? Did I just do both of them or just one? I was doing too many things at once.
I think that was both of them.
Yeah, because that's right. It was because one was going after you. Elisar. I don't know. I have to look back and see. But anyway, so that's their turn. And Taz, it's now your turn.
I'll attack the one that's close to me.
Go for it.
20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you just chop it down. It's the halfling with the missing eyeball. You just chop it down. It sort of collapses on the ground. That's 8 points of damage that you just did.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, it stays down as well. Just does not. And more of the kind of. It's not really blood. It's sort of congealed. It just kind of oozes out onto the floor.
Bacon grease.
Yeah, just glub, glub, glub. And then Gimner, you're up.
All right. Let's see here. The psychic blade flies for 12 to hit.
12 hits.
All right, it does 10 points of psychic damage.
All right. Yeah, the dwarf just kind of puts his gray hands to its head and sort of shakes, but it's still moving towards you. It actually it's actually moving kind of this way across the room towards Taz, Elisar, and Harlan, since you're kind of behind them. Harlan, you're up though.
Okay. I'm gonna let's see here. I'll cast Firebolt again, and I'll do it at the bottom one.
Yep, there's just the one left. Yes.
Yes. Oh, that'll be a 9 to hit.
That hits.
Oh. Oh, that's another 1 point of fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
I said nothing.
Yeah. It's
Let me
still
know.
another little fire pop kind of thing, and it's enough to sort of get it to start paying attention to you as it starts to shift
Nice.
your way. Elisar, you're up.
Oh, after that, I'm gonna hit the exact. Well, go for the exact same one that Holland just attacked.
Okay.
13
13 hits.
and 6 points of force damage. Just right in the old kisser.
Yeah. Again, similar to the other one, you hit it, it just kind of folds over, the dwarf does, and just kind of folds in half and just kind of falls almost not completely flat. It kind of just crumples over it and hits its head on the ground where it's like standing, but then, it's kind of in a V, but still.
Right.
And let's see, what was the amount of damage that you did?
It was 6.
Okay. All of a sudden it just clicks back up again at the waist, standing,
Oh.
and then turns towards you again. Now Elisar, since you were the one that hit him with the Eldritch Blast, and begins to shuffle towards you. And it's just going to try to hit you with its fist.
Right.
So a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that is, let's see, 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Just smashes you in the face.
Ouch.
And then, so Taz, you see this thing kind of folded over and then just lift back up again and then walk and strike Elisar right in the face. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack it.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And 9 points of damage.
Yeah, again, you hit it with your glaive and it just sort of, the thud goes into its body. It just crumples to the ground and kind of slides across the floor. And you did 9 points of damage.
Yes.
And it stays on the ground. And then there's silence, kind of silence in the room. You've got these 3 corpses, for lack of a better word, sort of laying around. What do you guys want to do?
Ibner's going to move to that door to the north and see if he can hear anything behind it. If he doesn't, he'll check to see if the door's locked.
You don't hear anything behind the door, and as you try the door, it does not appear to be locked.
Okay. I'll give the all clear symbol, and then I'll move to the far east door and do the same thing.
This far east door.
What is our signal? What does it look like?
With
There you go.
with your frog hands. So, who has the cloth that was found in this room up here? Was it you, Elisar?
It
The
may
shred?
have- Oh, yeah. I believe it was.
You showed it to everybody though, right?
I'm assuming I did, yeah.
Yeah. And Harlan, I think you're probably among the brightest in the group. You wouldn't have known this from last week, but there was kind of the only thing that seemed out of place in here was this shred of fabric that was like this kind of a brighter color, a kind of a yellowish orangish color that
Okay.
that that Elisar pocketed once he found it, just kind of keeping it. With your passive perception, you noticed that these creatures are wearing, basically robes that have a similar color.
Okay.
Um,
And you're speaking to the group at large, right?
Yeah, I mean, Harlan, I'm kind of speaking to Harlan since he's the one that's kind of putting two and two together, that that fabric looks very similar to the fabric that these former things are wearing. They're still wearing kind of these robes.
All right, I'll share that with the group.
Cool.
Yeah, so as you guys are looking, you kind of that the fog of this battle is sort of subsiding. You can definitely see that these look like some sort of religious garb. Everybody's wearing roughly kind of similar colors, similar robe types. All three of these creatures were, and it looks like the same fabric that was found in that great room when you came down the stairs. And Gimner, you're investigating the far door. It is locked.
Okay.
Well, hey Gibner, I've got a key ring with 5 keys on it, and one I have that looks kind of like a skeleton key. If you want to check that out.
Yeah. So Gimner gives you the points at the door, gives you it's the lock symbol,
All right.
and then steps aside and motions for you to come on up.
All right, I come on up, Ryan.
All right, yeah. So you step over the corpses,
Yep.
and
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
okay, yeah, and you have like several keys on this keychain. There's
Yeah. I knew there were 5 keys, and one of them looked special, if you will, like a skeleton key. I'll use that. I'll try that one first.
Okay, yeah, that key, the one it's like a skeleton key, but with an ornate. I don't know what that's called. The other side of the key, the head of the key or whatever.
Yeah.
Just call it that. It's ornate, but it looks like it's like missing something. It's like something might fit in the head of the key that's not there. But you can try that key, but it does not work on this door.
All right. Can I cycle through all 5 of the keys?
Yeah.
On the ring.
Your 4th key kind of fits in there nicely, and it clicks and turns.
I give the signal to Gibner to go on through. Here it goes, buddy. I'm right behind you.
Now,
Right.
if I do this, what are you guys seeing?
The team and then the castle dungeon map.
Okay, you're still seeing the castle dungeon map? Sweet. I did it right this time. I don't know what I did differently, but all right, my dog's ringing the bell. I knew he was going to eventually. All right, let me do this, get rid of that, and do this. Yeah, so that door clicks and turns. Kona, stop it. You just went out right before I played, right before I started. Yeah, so it clicks and turns and opens. Look. Kona, say hi. You just can't. You just want some attention. It opens. Are you going in?
Yeah. So Gimner is motioning to the groups like Taz and Harlan to give them the okay symbol, like you okay, and then he's gonna push the door open and stand to the side.
As you push the door open, it goes about an inch and then stops.
No.
Gimner will do the duck for cover symbol.
Something back there.
Make an investigation check.
Me?
Whoever's at the door.
All right.
Ooh, me?
What?
Okay, 21.
6.
Yeah, so Gimner, as you kind of push, you see that there's there's a little bit of give, but it's boarded up from the other side. And so as you pushed it, some of the boards came a little bit loose, but it's still boarded up from the other side.
Okay, so Gibner's going to continue his charade act.
Okay.
So he's going to point to Taz. He's going to give him the battering ram shoulder maneuver,
Okay.
and he's going to point at the door.
I kick the door.
All right. Make a strength check.
Together, right?
No, I just kick the door.
No. Stupid door. Hate those guys.
A 4.
Oh no. Yeah.
It
You
rhymes
just
with door.
you
I
kick
rolled a
it.
natural 1.
Did you? Nice. Not a battle. We don't need the critical fumble table. But yeah, you kick the door and it just kind of smashes against the boards on the other side. It does not budge.
Gibner will produce a crowbar from his backpack.
Okay. Feel free to
And
make a
he'll-
strength check with your crowbar.
And he'll hand it to Taz.
Okay. Taz, feel free to make a strength check with the crowbar. Are you going to try to pry it loose or hit it loose?
I'm not that dumb. I'll try to pry it. I'll try to pry it loose.
All right. I need another strength check.
All right. 15.
Yeah. You're able to pry all of the boards. Once you get purchased on the first one, it just kind of pops loose, and there's enough kind of wiggle room where you can just continue to pry them loose, and they kind of swing down from the other side. And it seems to be clear now that you can open this door, unobstructed at this point. Do you open it?
Yeah, I swing that sucker open.
All right, you swing that sucker open and you find yourself in another little room, kind of a little passageway. It's a pretty dank passageway. There's nothing that seems to be in it. Just sort of a thoroughfare. It's really there's some spider webs in there. In this little space. Can you see this or not?
Jamming the door.
Yeah, once you kind of get in, you can turn around and see that someone definitely has boarded this door up fairly recently. Try to keep anybody from coming in this side.
Okay.
And there's another little, are you guys seeing the PowerPoint with the little bitty room? Okay. Yeah. So there's nothing else in this little room
Okay.
other than a door on the other side of that.
All right. Let's give the other door a try. Yeah. I'll go.
Give me just a second. Yeah.
Gibner
Okay.
will put the crowbar back in his backpack.
Okay. You go to this door.
Yeah.
Are you trying the keys?
Yes.
The same key that worked for this door works for this door.
Okay.
Clicks.
Click. All right. Let's go.
Do you open it?
Yes.
All right. You open it up and you find yourself in another kind of large room. This room, unlike the tower room that you were just in, not the tower room, the tavern room that you were just in, it's large, but it also has a lot of kind of stuff in it, but it doesn't look like tables and chairs and things like that. It looks like storage. Let me get to it real quick and I'll read you the description. Yeah, the floor of this room is littered with wooden wreckage from various broken crates, pallets, chests. There is a spider, a large spider, kind of the size of a dog, crouching in the dust near the northern wall. A stone staircase ascends to a pile of rubble in the southwest corner. And in the southern wall is a 5-foot wide circular tunnel. So there's a tunnel down here, rubble, stairs kind of ascending to this rubble, broken crates, pallets, things like that. This looks like an old warehouse. You guys enter the room.
Yeah, let's go. Yep, I'll do it.
All right. As you enter the room,
So,
you hear a scurrying near the stairs. And roll initiative.
ooh, 22
7
LSR.
for Taz.
Okay, 22 LSR. What were you, Taz?
7.
7. Okay.
19 for Harlan.
Okay.
Gibner rolled a 1.
Ooh, man.
Hey, better there.
All right. Yeah. As you sort of enter, kind of the area under the stairs is dark, and you just hear like this scurrying. You see the spider. That was pretty apparent as you walked in, but this is much closer to you as you enter the room.
I think Gibner is remembering his old friend Addie and his fear of spiders.
Yes.
I remember Addie of the old days. So you just hear scurrying LSR in that general direction. What you see, kind of as you come in, actually, you know what? Let me think about this. Since it was hidden and you don't see it, I think it might have surprise on you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, because it's going to kind of come out from under the stairs and try to attack whoever's at the front of the line. And now because this is the initiative order doesn't necessarily mean this is the kind of the marching order. So you guys can tell me, were you coming in the same kind of initiative order, or did you march in differently?
Let's go with initiative order. I was first. I know that. Not a 2020
Okay.
house, so.
Okay. All right. So it's just going to kind of just spring out from underneath this. It's a creature that looks like a serpent with a large beak and these almost like octopus tentacles with sharp edges on the end. And it just springs out of the shadows of the staircase towards you. And let's just see if it hits you. It's going to try to hit you with 2 attacks. The first one, it's going to try to hit you with its tentacles. And I think that one missed. And it's going to sweep around with its tail. Try to hit you with its tail. And the tail does a 22 hit.
It does.
All right. And that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. All right.
And so then everybody sees this thing just spring out, try to snap, and then swish, boom, and try to hit Elisar, and he does hit him with his tail. And now Elisar, you're up in the initiative.
Just Eldritch Blast right there. Boom, right at that tail of his.
Okay.
14.
14 misses.
Okay. That's it.
Harlan, you see this. You see this creature springing out of the kind of a sneak attack, springing out of the darkness underneath the stairs and hit Elisar. What are you going to do?
Harlan is going to cast Shadow Blade.
Ooh.
All right.
So it's like a blade that he creates, and it's
Okay.
going to do, what's your psychic damage. And
Okay.
right, and then that will be a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay, and then that will do. Oh my gosh, that's gonna do 2 psychic damage.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
rolled 2 1s.
Nice.
So that's like
Yeah.
4 ones.
That's
in a
4
row?
1s.
4 1s, yeah. Yeah, it just sort of, that's enough to get its attention. It's going to turn to you now, Harlan, and try to leap and attack you with its, first with its tentacles.
Okay.
Let's see.
Harlan within 5 feet of me.
You guys tell me where you're at in terms of how close this is to as you're coming in. I'll let you guys decide. You
I
kind of
think-
all walked in the
Close, we all
door.
kind of walked in together.
I think so too. I feel like you guys are quite close.
Okay, so I'm going to use Sentinel
Okay.
to attack it and reduce its speed to 0.
Okay.
And also try to do some damage.
Okay.
I probably missed
What'd you get? What'd you roll?
an 8.
You missed.
Yeah. Didn't do any of those things.
So it's going to try to attack you, Harlan, with its tentacles. Does
Okay.
a 17 hit?
It does not. I'm gonna reaction cast shield.
Nice. All right. So you block it. You block it, and that's all it can do at this point. It can't do a second attack because you block the tentacle attack. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then that's its turn. And now Taz, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack it. I'm
Okay.
going to recklessly attack.
Go for it.
So if it attempts to attack me, it will have advantage.
Okay.
19 to hit
That hits.
and 10 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good hit. It just kind of cuts into the leathery body of this thing. It's not scaly. It looks leathery. Not like a snake, but more like an earthworm, but a very large one. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right. And then Gimner, you're up.
All right. Gipner's going to try to bonus action disengage, and then he's going to try to scale that pile of rubble.
Okay.
He can. And his idea is, I'm not sure if the walls are climbable, but he wants to try to get enough height or elevation, if the ceiling allows, to get some distance between it and this tentacle creature.
Yeah, you can definitely, again, most of this dungeon has 20 feet ceiling. So you're able to kind of get, you can make either a acrobatics or some sort of athletics check to see what your scramble, if you're able to kind of scramble across these boulders. It's pretty loose up there at the top.
Let's see here. Acrobatics is a 23.
Yeah, you're able to just sort of spring off the boulders. They don't even shift underneath your weight as you move to kind of get that distance between you. And you're quite close to the ceiling now in this about 20 feet up.
Awesome. Okay, so since he's used his movement and his bonus action, now that he's got a safe distance, he's going to let loose the psychic blade for his action.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, I got to roll to hit. Hang on, I hit the wrong button. I hit damage, not hit. Oh, come on. Okay, cleared it out. Here we go. All right. And that was a critical hit.
Ooh, let's hear it.
All right, here it goes. A total of 12 points.
All right. Yeah, it sort of does one of these. It sort of flounders around a bit. Looks like it's going to go into some sort of death shake and then sort of rights itself and then begins to slither again directly towards all of you. Elisar, you're up. Let's say it's slithering towards you.
Eldritch blast right to its ugly little face. Just
go for it.
20, not natural.
That hits.
10 points of force damage. Just.
So in the words of the, let's say, proverbial dungeon master, how do you want to do this?
You know what? We're gonna use all that force, that 10 points of just full damage, like basically Hulk smash. I'm just gonna take the and just bam with about a foot in front of me, just with a sledgehammer.
Okay, and it just sort of goes into the ground like Trimmer style.
Yeah.
And then just does it like a big whiplash thing, and it squeals and just is silent on the ground.
I won't say the next Kevin Bacon line.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yep, got it.
All right. Yeah, so it just lumbers to the ground. You now find yourself still in this warehouse. It's quiet. There's dust sort of settling. Gimner, you're up still pretty high. The creature is dead on the ground. you notice that the spider still hasn't moved in that far corner, despite your activities. What do you guys want to do next in this room?
I'm gonna go check out that spider.
All right, make an investigation check.
It was almost so good. It was
Almost.
bad. The worst possible.
Oh no. You roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you start walking towards the spider, do you have like an arachnophobia perhaps that could all of a sudden some deep childhood memory maybe that gets you freaked out, that makes you stop going there?
No, I probably just have like ADHD and just like
Squirrel.
something else. Just
There.
Yeah, you see like as you're walking to check out the spider, you see like a cask from the warehouse that just sort of like half open, empty, like maybe with sawdust, and that's sort of gets your attention. Anyone else going to check out the spider?
Yeah, I'll check out the spider for the heck of it.
All right, make an investigation roll.
12.
Yeah, as you get closer and closer to the spider, it looks perfectly still, not like a statue. Do you touch it?
Yes.
As you touch it, and
I touch it aggressively.
it cracks.
Okay.
You basically punch through an exoskeleton of what was a former monstrous specimen of spider that has now shed and left its exoskeleton behind.
Ick. Gross. All right.
Like those little
No, I've seen it.
cicadas.
Yeah, although I've
Yeah.
seen Alien, I'm covering my face and I back away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I back up, so there's nothing there that we need.
Yep. Yeah, so the spider's there. You kind of in the room, you see, like I said, there's a big circular entrance here. Do you guys want to look for anything else?
Yeah, let me do a quick cursory, a little bit more than cursory glance around the room and those in the rubble and stuff in the corner, just see if there's anything of interest at all.
All right, make a investigation check again.
Woo! 19.
Ooh, all right. As you are sort of making your way around, you discover on the eastern wall a tunnel, a secret tunnel.
Hey guys!
tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel, dudes. See, I can dispatch creatures and find stuff.
You can find stuff, and you can find it kind of here, the secret
Okay.
tunnel.
Nice. All right.
I don't know if you guys could you guys see that the whole time? Oh,
No.
man. Okay.
I mean,
That's why.
no.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, we didn't see that.
See what?
Yeah. If I do this, there we go. That's a little better view, I think.
Way
But
to go.
yeah, so you find the secret tunnel here on the eastern side of this hall. Anything you want to do?
Go in it.
You gonna climb on in? Anybody else
Yeah.
going with him?
I'm going in, guys.
I'll come too.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll follow behind.
Is the gang all in?
Things all in. We need the lead.
All right.
We
Yeah.
probably should have taken some kind of a rest though.
Yeah.
Looking at my stats now, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, you guys make it through this secret tunnel, and you find yourselves in a room.
With a view.
Yeah, it's a fairly odd-shaped room. Let's see. Let me see, what number is it? Let me find my cheat sheet here. I got to skip ahead. Okay, yeah, you find yourself in this room. It is empty, this room. It seems empty. Let me move some stuff out of the way. All right, Conan, quit crying. Except for a piece of fallen masonry in the northeastern corner. The air in here is stale.
Ruh-roh. Can Elisar go and investigate that where see where the airflow is coming from or not in that corner?
Yeah, you can certainly kind of investigate that on the.
I'd like to do that.
Let's see if I can figure out where we're at here. Kind of on this side over here.
Yep.
You see a small door as you're kind of
Okay.
going in on that side.
All right, I will call the other guys over. I mean, unless you have anything else to do, let's check this out.
All
Yeah.
right, Gimli will investigate the door to see if it's locked or trapped.
It does seem to be locked again.
I'm
He'll
gonna
pull out his lockpick set and try to pick it.
Whoa. Hold on. Give me just
wait.
before you try the lock picks, let me try the keys.
Let's do it.
Go for it. Ryan,
All right.
I'm gonna use the 5 on there.
All right. So what are your keys? The big one with the fancy thing, nothing.
Right.
Um,
That needs something
The-
added to it. Yeah.
the one that you used prior doesn't work,
Okay.
but one of them does kind of go into the keyhole.
Okay. Click.
It does turn and click. Yes.
Let's venture forth. We're in.
As you venture forth, this is what you see. Let me move this out of the way. This room opens up into kind of quite a large space.
Okay.
In this room, there are 2 on the far wall as you're walking in. 2 tall bookcases. All right, full of books. A table near the north wall. Bronze braziers at each of the 4 corners of the room. In the middle of the south wall is an archway. In that archway, hanging, is another tapestry that looks like the tapestry that you saw in the main, kind of the main barracks when you came down the stairs. So it's this circle. Did I show you guys a picture last time? Let me see if I can find it for Harlan's edification. Thank you. We're on the same track. That's cherry nugget pie. That's not it. All right, let me find it real quick. Hang on. So this is important because Harlan, this is the thing that you sort of are trying to put your head around here.
Okay.
But you've seen it somewhere before. My dog's going crazy. He just needs to chill. He can chill. All right. I'm trying to do it so you guys can't see anything. Give me a second. I'm gonna make this, do this, and this, and this, and then I can do this. There we go. So this is kind of the symbol that you see on the tapestry. A circle with a purple circumference, but a large, dark center, like the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. You ask yourself, how many licks does it take to get to the center? 3. No, so the tapestry is hanging there, but unlike the tapestry in the other room, as you enter the room, sort of stepping into the center circle from the room that you're entering, sort of inside and out, looks like it's walking into the wall, is a creature. It's just, as you enter, it's turned and facing you. And it says to all 4 of you, I look forward to the hunt, but I don't have time for either of you now. I've got more things to deal with, but I will leave you with it. Best of luck. And then it just sort of slips into the circle. And as he slips into the circle, 2 shadows move from either side of the room and close in on both of you, on all of you from either side. Roll initiative again.
Did that look like Shizo's sister? Or
As you,
was there any resemblance?
This looks like a tiefling.
The thing that stepped away.
Thing that stepped away looked like a tiefling. As you guys are rolling initiative, those of you who are, let's see, Gimner, you got good passive perception. Harlan, you got good passive perception. The others, maybe not so much. You will have noticed that it had a ring of skulls, like a necklace of skulls that it was wearing around its neck. A pretty large tiefling, and dressed in all black and with like kind of blackout face makeup, and just not makeup, but just sort of sooty and kind of a smell of death and decay with it as it stepped through the tapestry. And these two shadows then emerge. And it said as it left, as it was leaving,
Best of luck.
I wish I could stay for the hunt. Best of luck. So you don't know what that meant. But did you guys roll initiative?
Yeah, I got 8 here.
Okay.
Harlan got a 9.
Okay.
Show off.
17.
All right. 8, 9. Gimner 17.
18.
18. And Taz is 17. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So, all right. 18, 17. Harlan, you were 9. Elisar, you were 8.
Yep.
All right. So, as you can't even really see what this is. It's just like movement of darkness kind of closing in on you. One from the north, one from the south, as you kind of have entered this little space here. So kind of coming around, just to kind of descend upon both, all of you. So Gimner, you're up.
All right, he will let a psychic blade fly at the one coming from the north wall.
Okay.
And he rolled a 14. I'm waiting for the modifier. Usually gives me the modifier. There it is.
Okay.
So 14 plus 7, 21.
21 hits.
Okay, there we go. A total of 6
Now, what kind of damage is this?
psychic.
Psychic damage. Hold on just a second. Okay. That works. 6 points.
And then for his movement, like how far away is the shadow from the north wall from where we're entering the room?
Okay, so these are still, we're looking at these 10-foot squares. I will put them here. So you guys kind of come in this way. One comes out of from this side, and one comes from this side, kind of collapsing on you. The tapestry, I said it was in the south wall, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's down here. Just entered that way, exited that way rather. So one's coming from this side, one's coming from this way, Gimner. And these are 10 foot. So I assume you guys are all in this space right here.
Okay, that'll end Gimner's turn.
Okay. All right, Taz, you're up.
I guess these look kind of like ethereal.
They do. Kind of like they look like human shapes, but they're kind of very difficult to. Can't really tell where they end and begin.
Well, I will attempt to attack one.
Okay.
See what happens. 7. Does a 7 hit?
7 does not hit.
All right, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
You just swing and a miss. Harlan, you're up.
All right. Has it been a minute since our last fight?
It has.
Right?
Yeah, because you guys
Okay.
had to find the secret door. You did some inspection.
It's been at least 5 minutes.
It's been a few
Okay.
minutes. Yeah. I mean, it's going fast and furious, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, Harlan is gonna recast Shadow Blade,
Okay.
and then the one closest to him, he's gonna walk up to and swing at it.
Okay, so which side are you on, Harlan? You down here, or are you kind of on the north or the south?
South.
Okay, so you're gonna swing on this one here, okay?
Yes.
With Shadow Blade?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
That'll be a 9 to hit.
The 9 misses.
Oh yeah, and I'll end my turn there.
All right, and Elisar, you're up.
I am going to Eldritch Blast again. Just whoosh.
Go for it.
18.
18 hits.
10 points of force damage. Just
Let's see. Force damage. All right, yeah. Just as you hit with the 10 points of force damage, it just sort of evaporates.
Nice.
This thing just it doesn't collapse. You hear nothing. It just sort of shakes and disappears. That's Kona. Relax. Quiet. Easy. Go place. He's looking right at me with those eyeballs.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. He's gonna come try to give them to me now, up close again. Yeah, I see you. You see his nose? There you go. He's trying to at all the tricks. Yeah, it just sort of evaporates.
Gotcha. Bam. Done.
Its compatriot
Uh-oh.
sees this and just sort of shifts towards you. Wow, it's pretty wild. Yeah, it shifts toward it's just pretty cool. It shifts towards you, and it will try to just basically touch you.
Ah!
Is Elisar within 5 feet of me?
Let's see. I believe he probably is, since you guys
Yeah.
are all sort of in this little area right here.
Yep.
You're all kind of packed in, so he probably is.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my Sentinel attack to try
Okay.
to prevent this thing from
Touching me.
towards Elisar.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to attack with my glaive. I think that's 24 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
and that's 13 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and it reduces its speed to 0
All right.
before it gets to Elisar.
Ooh, so it just sort of tries to get to you, Elisar, but stops. Kind of stuck in the middle right there. And so he can't move. Can he take a bonus action though with your Sentinel attack?
Yeah, all it does is reduce his movement to 0.
Okay. All right. As it sort of, it's dim light in here. You're sort of there's no real major light source in this room other than just a few little flickering kind of candles and things from whatever that thing was that was in there before. All of a sudden, it just kind of turns, and you can't really tell where it went. There are shadows being cast on all of the various, the bookcases got shadows, the braziers are casting shadows. There's some divots in the floor that have some shadows that are moving around, and you can't really tell where this thing kind of dipped into, or if it dipped anywhere. So that's what it's doing right now as its bonus action. And Gimner, you're up.
Seeing there's a lot of shadows and it's kind of dark, Gimner is gonna pull out, let me see what it is. It's a type of lantern.
Okay.
I'd like to light it. It is a hooded lantern.
Okay.
And he'll open the hood fully and try to get as much light as possible. He'll use his action to do that.
Okay. Yeah, as you open like the lantern, the light fills the room. The shadows around, like the bookcase, the braziers, sort of retreat in keeping with kind of the physics of the light source. But there's a kind of a cask that's sort of in the middle of the room. It's casting a very long shadow that looks out of place. Taz, you're up.
I am going to. I'm not that smart. I'm just gonna kind of just be ready.
Okay. You're sort of looking around. All right, Harlan.
Well, actually, I will take the. What is it called? The
Ready action?
The dodge action.
Okay.
So it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Yep. All right. So you're ready. You're ready to just bob and weave.
Yep.
All right. Harlan, you're up.
Okay, Harlan is gonna take his shadow blade and try to swing at this misplaced shadow.
Okay.
Then that will be another 9 to hit.
Yeah. You smash it, but nothing happens when you hit
Okay.
the shadow that you think is the one that might be this thing. And Elisar, you're up.
Eldritch again. Boom.
Which one? What are you trying to hit?
The one that's closest to me.
The one on the ground? The shadow on the ground?
Yeah. Yep. Shadow on the ground.
Okay. The one that Harlan just tried to hit it but
Yep.
missed? Okay.
Yes. Trick question. Yeah, but 17 to hit.
Yeah, as you sort of with your force, it's a little bit more of a blunt instrument, right? So
Yep.
you see the thing sort of contort off of the ground. It does
Okay.
hit.
All right. And that would be. Did I roll damage yet? Sorry.
Not yet.
Okay. 9. 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Force damage.
Yeah. So it just kind of billows and then lifts up completely off the ground, now exposed for everyone. And it's going to lift up and kind of look at you, Taz.
Yeah.
And try to reach out towards you. You have the dodge action that you've taken. So the attack that it's going to try to grab you with is going to be at disadvantage. You're going to try to duck out of its way.
That's good.
And so it just tries to envelop you with its darkness. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not.
Yeah,
hit.
so it just sort of kind of flows, misses you, and then as a bonus action, it will once again just sort of try to fold into the wall where you can't see it.
Does it have to move away from me to do that?
Let's see. It can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide. I guess it does have to move, though. It does have movement.
Well, it attempts to move away from me.
Because it's still got the sentinel. Okay.
Right.
20 to hit.
Yeah, as it's sort of trying to fold into the wall, you hit it.
Yeah, its movement's reduced to 0,
Okay.
and I do 10 points of slashing damage.
So even with half damage, it just, again, similar to the other one, there's no sound. It just kind of, as it's like cutting your hand through thick smoke, it just dissipates into the room. And it's just quiet.
I'm gonna kind of circle around a little bit confused.
I'm going to agree with him on that, by the way. Oh, walking in circles. What the heck's going on?
Well, so the lantern that Gimner is using is casting shadows on many things in this room.
So Gimner's going to walk around shining the hooded lantern. He's got it, open as much as the light will come out.
Okay.
This is sort of exposed all the shadows while he walks around the room.
Yeah, most of the shadows are sort of keeping in line with the light source. As you're kind of moving, they're kind of flowing around. What is everyone else doing while Gimner's doing this?
I'm watching.
Okay.
Actually,
with
can we kind
Harlan.
of get kind of a rest in here? mean, I'm kind of low, guys. I'm kind of down.
Oh,
Yeah,
you want to go
I-
back to the well to rest?
Sure.
I'm joking.
If there's water for you, I'm good. But I mean, I need to rest. I think I'm pretty sure.
You guys can sort of rest in here if you want to. You're
Short
sort of,
rest, guys.
Yeah, be fine.
Sure.
Short rest or long rest?
Before you guys want to take a rest,
rest?
do you want to
Yeah.
explore this room? 'Cause
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking
let's
at
do that.
just looking at the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guys gonna look for or look at?
Stuff. Oh, stuff.
I'm gonna search that portal wall.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So as you get kind of closer to the tapestry, you feel this just sense of dread and weight. Exactly. See, Patrick, you're ready for the next DM. You've got it. You're coming up next. You're in the queue. So yeah, it just feels this. You feel this residual evil, perhaps from the tiefling that was there before you, or from the tapestry itself. Even when you look at the tapestry, you get just this cold shiver down your amphibian spine. Do you touch the tapestry?
I will.
I'm looking. There was that famous
no.
tapestry that was signed that we saw back at the monastery,
Yeah.
Temple of the Moon.
Yeah.
He's going to look to see if this is numbered, autographed.
Yeah.
And to do that, he needs to touch it.
Yeah. Well, if you're just looking at the front, you don't see anything.
Hey, what's behind it? I'll grab it.
As you grab it, do you know how in like Lord of the Rings when he looks in the I forget what the ball is.
Palantir.
The palette, yeah, exactly, and the eye goes like really fast and scares the crap out of everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sort of like you get this flash when you touch the tapestry.
All right.
And in that moment, in that flash,
Mhm.
you see an image of, it's super fast, but it looks like a very large city, very familiar to you, but rather than vibrant, it's just decrepit, just in this flash of a flash. And then it goes back to you're here, you're looking at this tapestry, and there's a wall behind it.
I immediately turn to the group and tell them the description of this image or whatever, premonition I got in my head. Boom.
Mhm.
Guys, this is what I saw. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Just pass the information on.
Hey, remember when we were leaving Waterdeep and there was that uprising in the City of the Dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
The City of the Dead
Yeah.
was in battle.
Okay.
There is no evidence of any passageway, by the way, behind the tapestry. It is solid rock. And then it's just sort of, the longer you kind of stare at it, or it still gives you this sense of dread. It doesn't seem to dissipate, even though you kind of come to terms with what it is.
Okay.
And it just appears to be just a tapestry, though. There doesn't seem to be anything special necessarily about it. Anything else you guys want to look at in this room?
Not here.
Okay.
Gimmer's going to search those bookcases.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So if you search the bookcases and the shelves, basically. Let me see here. This is not going to move. Give me a second. There are lots of kind of old books, old scrolls. They look like they've been here a very long time. Do you try to pick one up or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About a prophecy of an unbreakable parchment.
Yeah. So you reach out, and every one you touch, it just almost disintegrates in a really fine dust. I mean, these things look like they've probably been here fairly untouched and just devoid of moisture for so many decades, if not centuries, that they just fall to dust as soon as you touch them.
Harlan, do you know how to handle these things?
I can give it a shot. I'll go over there and try to pick one of those up.
Okay. Yeah. Make a sleight of hand check, or just to see maybe what that does. Some sort of dexterity check.
Okay. That would be a 13.
Yeah. Again, as you touch it, it just poofs and crumbles into dust.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys can take a long rest here if you want to.
Yes, we would like to do that.
Yes.
All right.
Are there any books on the shelves, or is it all parchments?
There are some books, a few books, mostly scrolls and parchments, but there's a few books as well.
Hey Ryan,
Yes,
have you seen the encounter builder on D&D Beyond?
I have not in a long time. Is it good?
Yeah, it calculates the experience for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think after this one, you guys may have enough. I'll just have to I'll do the math and send you guys a line.
Give me level 5.
Well, you know what I forgot that's in the rules, the rules set
What?
encounters is there's an experience multiplier on the more monsters that you're fighting at once.
Oh, was
So-
that in the DM's guide?
Yeah,
Okay,
Really?
I gotta look that up.
but it's
Oh,
on
you know what?
it's on the encounter builder. So if you
Oh.
like put the monsters in, it automatically does the adjustment for you.
So this is what I built, and I think I probably can use this because this is a calculator that I built for you guys.
Yep.
Nice.
So it also has the multiplier over here for the monsters, and so I think
Yeah, you got it.
your multiple.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive, dude.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
That's the proper use of an Excel.
Exactly. I'll put my data science master's degree to good use.
So Ryan, between Excel and PowerPoint, that goes on your resume.
And totally. Like, look at all these VLOOKUPs that I've got and index match functions and things like that. So plus I've got a full monster database here that with all the XP that goes with it. So I think I'll go back and make sure that I've given you guys the proper XP for the multipliers, because now I definitely have a feeling that that'll push you guys over. Thanks for the reminder.
Well, I looked at the encounter builder because
Yeah.
like I haven't looked at this in a while.
I know it's been. I mean, I have that. I don't know why. I've just been using it to make sure you guys weren't going to die. I like being, somewhere less than deadly, but hard encounters and sort of moderate encounters, somewhere in between those two. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, because sometimes, as we know, the dice are unforgiving.
Yes.
But
Oh yeah.
as you guys, are you guys going to try to just take a long rest in here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go
No.
to the well.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go to the well.
We can
Because
close
give
that
her a
door
heads
and I'll get in that little room.
Okay. So you guys are going to kind of head out, kind of close this door, go back through here. I'm just going to retrace, kind of step over the body of that was a grick, by the way. You guys probably and now kind of figured out what it was. It was some of you will have had adventures with those in your past, especially you guys that scavenge. I think that was you, LSR.
That's right. Yeah.
Django used to be back in the day. So yeah, as you kind of make it into this room, you hear hoof beats.
Oopsie.
The sound is coming from above us or from down the hallway in front of us.
Down the hallway, and you hear this large, like a sniffing.
Oh.
You hear some grumbling, and some kind of growling. And then
who's going to close that door that's in front of us to block off the hallway?
in the
Yeah.
back of your mind, you hear the voice of that tiefling saying, I wish I could stay and watch the hunt,
Huh.
but I wish you the best. And you figured at this point that you may be being hunted.
As you do.
So you now are in this room. Is that right?
Yeah, it's where we
Yeah.
were.
You close this door, and as soon as it clicks, you hear the hoof beats sort of stop, and then you hear a gallop. Ka-doom, 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 ka-doom. Bam! Smash into this door here as
What?
you guys are on the other side. The door flies open, and you are sort of face to face with this creature.
What does it look like?
Oh, you're about to find out.
Oh, you're about to find out.
Y'all about to find out. Looks
Y'all.
like this.
Oh. 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 Okay.
Is that Kona's cousin?
This is it's a hoofed beast.
A hoofed beast.
A hoofed beast with this drool coming down, bright red eyes, similar to the eyes that you saw in the tiefling as it looked at you as it dipped out from the tapestry. Do you guys want to have this encounter and then rest, or do you want to start with this encounter next time? It's only 7:39.
I kind of say we go for it, but it's whatever.
Let's go for it.
Come on, guys. Let's not wuss out.
All right, roll initiative.
Yeah.
All right, 12 Gimner.
17 LSR.
All right, Gimner's 12, 17 LSR.
You got it, buddy.
15 Harlan.
Woohoo!
All right,
Harlan.
15 Harlan,
19 for Taz.
19 for Taz. All right. LSR, what were you again?
16?
17? 16? Okay,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
I got it. And Gimner, you were what?
12.
Well, that's what I thought. I think I got it. I was trying to do it quick, but all right. Yeah, so this creature just, as it busts in, you can smell it at the same time that you see it.
Ew. Gross.
It's just got this nasty, foul stench, and it's oozing kind of,
Putrid.
yeah, some sort of mucus kind
Ew.
of coming out of its, various orifices at all times.
Gross.
It smells terrible. So as it kind of pounces into the room and just bares its teeth, Taz, you have an action.
I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
Shock.
Yeah. Go for it.
13 to hit.
It misses. The stench just hits you, and you kind of close your eyes at the last second, perhaps, and just the glaive swipes very close, but just shy of making contact with this beast. Elisar, you're up.
Eldritch Blast. Just boom.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
Woohoo! And 5 points of force damage. Just pow.
Pow.
Right in his kisser, Alice.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It just sort of it doesn't yip. It doesn't make any noise. It
Yep.
kind of bows its head a little bit and then lunges. Harlan, you're up though.
Okay. Harlan is going to make sure he's behind everyone else.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Witch Bolt, second level, at
Do
this
this.
creature.
All right. I'm gonna get back to here so we can see. So it busted in right here, and it's just sort of in the middle of the room. Now you guys are. I'm assuming you're kind of all around. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we got
there it is.
1, 2, 3, and then Harlan, are you back here, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Witch bolt. Go for it.
And I got a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And then that's going to do. Let's see here. Ooh. 18 points of
Nice.
Wow.
lightning damage.
Nice. We'll take that.
Okay. Yeah. It just sort of sparks, and as it does, it does make a kind of a howling sound at this point. unlike any creature you've heard before. Very bizarre sort of sounding howl. And then actually the howl begins to
Roar.
segue into what sounds like a human scream,
Uh-oh.
which is very disconcerting. And it's going to then attack, let's see, the three of you guys. So Gimner, you're not hidden, you haven't had your turn yet. So let's do, so there's Gimner, Taz, and Elisar. Harlan's in the back. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to see who it attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Taz, you get the middle. It comes straight at you through the middle. It's gonna try to attack you with its bite first. And so that's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
And then it's going to also try to just smash you with one of its front hooves. And another 9.
That also misses.
So it just, my dice are rolling very favorably for you guys tonight. That's good. So that'll end its turn. And then Gimner, you're up.
Hey, by chance, is there like a chandelier hanging from the middle of the ceiling anywhere?
As luck would have it, in this old tavern, there is hanging kind of an antler chandelier that was in here from the previous, occupants when this was actually a working tavern that supported the people that worked in the castle. So yeah, there is a chandelier hanging.
Alrighty. So Gimner is going to do like a bonus action to disengage with his Hoofed Beast.
Okay, you can do that.
He's got a standing hop, like a standing high jump.
Okay.
Of 15 feet. So I'm thinking if the ceiling's about 20 feet and this antler chandelier is hanging from it, Gimner might be able to reach the bottom of the chandelier.
So what's your standing leap?
15 feet.
15. Go ahead and just make an acrobatics or strength check just to see if you can. You're pretty small, so it's going to be in the legs.
Here we go. Let's see. Oh my God, an 11.
Yeah, that you're able to grab it. Yeah, you're able to, with your standing jump, you're able to grab the chandelier. So you're kind of up and in the antler right now, sort of hanging on.
All right, so that was his bonus action and his movement. So for his main action, he's going to let loose a Psychic Blade.
Go for it.
And he gets a 24 to hit.
Okay, 24 hits.
There it goes. Okay. Damage. 6 points of psychic.
Okay. Yeah. It again. Now the human sounding wail is starting to sound almost like a human voice. As you guys are keep hitting it, it's making noise like ugh, ah, like that. And does that end your turn, Gimner?
Yes.
Taz, you're up.
I am going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
Uh, 13 to hit.
13 misses.
All right, that'll do it.
You and I have the same dice tonight. Sometimes it works that way. Elisar, you see
Elisar.
Taz swing the glaive and miss.
Boom, Eldritch Blast. Except I'm going to come from like under jaw. I'm going to do it underhand like I was doing softball.
Okay. What'd you roll?
11 total.
I mean, that's your hit. That's what you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That misses. So your Eldritch Blast goes flying over, and Elisar's turn is up. Harlan, you're
Yep.
next.
Okay. Since Harlan hit with his Witch Bolt last time, it's an automatic hit this time.
You got it. Just roll
And
for
that's
damage.
going to be 9 points of lightning
Oh
damage.
man, you are lighting this thing up. Yeah. Again, it actually, as you kind of engage the Witch Bolt, it shrieks, ah! Again with a very human sounding voice.
Okay.
Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okay. So Gimner, you're up in the chandelier, sort of out of the way. Taz and Elisar, you're kind of close. It's gonna 1, 2, 3 for Taz, 4, 5, 6 for Elisar. Elisar, it's going to turn and well, not turn. It's sort of just engage with both of you guys here. So it's going to it just tried to bite Taz. It's going to turn. It's going to redirect its mouth to bite you.
Well, you know what I'm going to do when it does that?
I do indeed. Go for it.
Sentinel attack.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That definitely hits it.
Okay. That is 12 points of slashing damage.
And its movement's 0.
Yes, but it can still attack.
Okay. Yeah, because wow, it's got quite a speed. It's a hunter. Yeah, so it's sort of in front of you. It's still going to lash out and try to attack you, Elisar. Let me make sure the damage is. I've got the addition right here. Okay, yeah. This is not the song I want to hear. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to attack you with a bite. And does, let's see, 15 hit with a bite, Elisar?
Yep.
15 does hit?
No, 15 misses. I'm 16.
Okay.
Yep. I won.
Okay. All right, and then it's going to try to smash you with one of its hooves, though.
Yep.
And so that's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
Okay, and so it comes down with its hoof, and that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
A lot of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Yeah, very sharp, massive hoofs.
Ouch.
That ends its turn, and the whole room is now just stinking, just this nasty stench. Let's see, and then Gimner, you're up.
All right, Gimner's gonna let loose the Psychic Blade. Let's see, 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Does 6 points of psychic damage, and then for his movement, what Gimner is going to do is he's going to, since it's an antler chandelier, he's going to like hang upside down from like a trapeze artist would. So he's
Okay.
going to group his legs around some of the antlers. He's going to hang upside down and extend one of his, I don't know what frogs have, frog paws?
Sure. Yeah, frog
Yeah,
hand.
whatever.
Yeah.
Down towards
Amphibian,
Harlan.
something.
In case he wants to try to grab on, I can try to swing him up.
Who are you going to try to extend a hand to?
Harlan.
Harlan. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. And Taz, it's your turn.
I will recklessly attack.
Okay. Does he have advantage against you if he attacks you?
It does.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's gonna be not great. 13 to hit.
Misses. I know.
That'll do it.
All right, Elisar, you're up. You just got bludgeoned by this hoof.
No. Eldritch Blast right to the hoof.
Okay. Try to see if you can hoof it.
22.
That hits.
10. Max damage. Boom.
Ooh,
Force
nice.
damage to the hoof. Bam.
Yeah. As you, it shrieks, and then it makes a sound similar to
My wife.
an owl bear that you've
Oh.
heard. It sort of transitions away from this human scream into like this different sort of owl bear sound. And Harlan, you're up.
Okay. Harlan is gonna continue with this witch bolt,
Okay.
and that is gonna do 12 points of lightning damage.
Ooh, man.
That's great.
Yeah, that's some serious damage. Harlan,
Yes.
this thing just gets lit up, and you hear it as the electricity coursing into it. Start yelling, "No!" like a human. But how do you want to do this?
Oh boy.
He's gonna kind of like start shaking a little,
Okay.
and then he's just gonna fall to the ground.
Just collapses over. The smell is just pouring off of it now. This rancid
Gross.
odor. of this creature, and I'll go back to the creature so you guys can enjoy its
Death Threat.
its look. Yeah. Let's see if I can get my
It's like those
PowerPoint.
things at the end of the Hunger Games, the movie.
There we go. Yeah, a little bit like that. So those are like the faces of the people.
Yeah, they had the face of the kids.
Yeah, that was so good and so creepy.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Has anyone here been watching the series Snowpiercer?
I have not.
Have any given it a shot?
No, not yet. I mean, I watched the movie.
Yeah,
like,
you have to
7 years
forget
ago.
the whole. Yeah, you have to forget the movie happened.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, just checking. We binge watched the first 10 episodes in 2 days, and we watched the premiere last night.
Oh
I'm not-
man.
I'm not sure where it's going. The first season was awesome.
Uh-huh.
This is that they're really kind of playing up Sean Bean, and I'm not seeing it yet. So we'll see.
Okay. Very cool.
But yeah, the movie was great. The first season of You Have to Forget the Movie Happened was okay. But yeah.
I'm still-
not
still-
glowing reviews, but
I'm still trying to get through The Stand. I'm on like page 600. It's only like 1,000-page book. So,
Yep.
but
gotcha.
all
So,
right.
creatures, yep.
This thing collapses on the ground in front of you. You guys are in the tavern. Gimner, you're up in the antler chandelier. Looks like from your vantage, it looks like the creature's down and out. What do you guys want to do next?
I say we rest.
Where?
The
The
ground.
well.
The well, of course.
You were on your way to the well before.
Well, that's where we rest.
So does everyone want to climb in the well with Gimner?
No.
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 I'd like to rest in this area.
So this area is just reeks so badly that you guys, yeah,
I'll rest. 'Cause they're 10-foot squares, right?
they are.
I'll rest right outside the well, or the well
Like-
is like to the left, right?
Yeah, the well is here,
Yeah. I'll go into that little area in front of the well.
inside right here.
We
Yeah,
should
set
all
up my
probably
little-
rest
put on
there,
the
the
guys.
bedroll.
We should all go there. Yeah. I say
You guys
Carl-
pull these little kind of, these are very light doors. In fact, if you remember, because of the time in Harlan, you didn't remember this because you weren't here, but when they got to these doors, they could see sunlight coming through them.
Yep.
And that's because of it was midday and there was enough light. At this point, there's no sunlight coming through. It's sort of the end of the day, and there's no light coming through, but the doors are pretty flimsy, but you could certainly pull them too. Do you guys want to try to lock them before you try to long rest, or barricade them with anything, any of this debris from any of these other rooms? Or are you just going to take your chances?
I feel that's a loaded question, but yeah, let's try to at least lock them behind us. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, we'll lock them. Yeah, Gibner's a little distracted by the excitement of the water, so he's not.
Gimner, you're going to go. Remember, the well is further down, so you're down the corner and you're down like, what is it, 10 or 15 feet? I forgot what the distance is. So you kind of dip down into the water, and you're golden. You're down there just lounging in the coolness. And then everyone else, you guys can long rest here, and we'll pick up here next Wednesday.
All right.
Awesome,
Great
guys.
session.
Very cool. That was a lot. I have a feeling you guys might be leveling up. I have a sneaking suspicion.
Send us a message. Yeah.
I will send you guys a message so that when you show up next Wednesday, you will probably 98% probability be level 5.
No, put it in the calculator now.
Yeah. Daniel needs to know. Daniel needs to know.
We need to know. All right, I'll do it right now. Let's see. I can do it. Let's see. There was two of those. Two of those. One of these.
One of them.
Am I sharing the calculator? Can you see it?
No, we can't see it.
No.
Good, because it's the suspense. I wanted to build the
This
suspense.
is killing me.
All right, good.
Two Urakais. Or whatever
Yeah, Orogs, I got them. Gargoyles next. I'm gonna put him in.
Oh wow, that game log is really cool, guys. I'm in D&D Beyond. I was going through the game log. If you click on your campaign and the notes,
You can look at all of our rolls.
yeah, which bolt
Oh, wow.
to hit, which bolt damage, glaive to hit. That's pretty cool. Nice.
All right, there's two of those.
Wow.
And what you guys just fought was called a Lucrata.
Okay.
It's out of
Sounds
it's
fun.
out of Volos, which is cool. Let's see. There's that. Oh, zombies. I knew there was something else. Zombie. Okay. I think that's it. With the multipliers, 1,200 each.
Not quite there.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Am I missing anything? I think I've got the Orogs, the Gargoyles, the Shadows, the Lucrata, the Zombies. Was there anything else? We went through a ton tonight. I think that was it.
Where was it? A shambling mound or something in there? Or were those the?
Those two shadows.
Yeah. Okay.
From
Did
the
you
other
say
room.
the Grick thing?
Oh, the Grick! Thank you. I knew there was
Way to
something
go.
else. I knew
Yeah.
there was something else. Let's see what that
So
does.
whatever it is, we're now.
Well, unless you make that grit give us the most experience ever.
Let's with the multiplier suit. So 1425.
Nope.
Still not
We
each.
need
And then we have
2,000.
that statue.
No. Are we really, Daniel?
You can give us extra for exploring.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see.
easy.
Did you guys do a good job of exploring tonight?
We
Let's
found the secret
see.
door.
We found a
You
secret
did find a secret door, secret tunnel, secret door. The cloth, remember the cloth with,
Ah,
Yeah, we found the cloth.
and kind of
Touched the cloth.
put two and two together with the zombies that were wearing the same garb.
stuff, you know.
Any questions about the robes? Is anything familiar about the way those guys are dressed?
Yes.
I think there was.
Ish.
Kind of. It seems as though there were similar robes in the Temple of Selyun that the people were wearing. The members of the temple, the clerics.
Purple is.
They've been going this
color
thing.
of royal.
And then I think Gimner
Royal.
mentioned something too about the city of the dead.
That's right, the uprising.
You guys are on fire tonight. I think I'll give everybody. How many do you need? 2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With everything that's gone on, 2,000 each. Level up, everybody. You were already close enough, so I didn't.
Just want an extra attack.
Oh, I know. Extra attack in Harlan. You go
Level
get.
3 spells.
Yeah, but go for it. You gotta bring some heat now. That's what you weren't already. All right, everybody can level up your characters. You'll be level 5 when we come back, and that'll give me a whole nice library of creatures to bring to the game. I will not feel guilty at all about throwing some giants in there.
Don't say that.
Some demons and some giants. Cool. All right. Well, you guys can level up, and I will stop sharing here. And we'll see you guys
Next week.
next Wednesday. We'll try to do
Next
the
Wednesday.
same time, same place. We're counting down till we're all vaccinated so that we can play again in person, but we might be counting down for a while.
You might, yeah.
A big count.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Oh, cool. Thanks for the encounter builder link. All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Cool.
Y'all have a good night.
That was great. A lot of
Thank
Y'all
fun.
be
you.
safe.
Thanks.
See y'all
That
next
was,
week.
was busy. We'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, see you.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys.